Now then YouTube, I am the Tough Man and welcome back to some more Thaumcraft and Botania Unite. We are on episode 8 now, and I've done a little bit, only a tiny bit, but a little bit of work off camera in between episodes. Now unfortunately I didn't have my recorder running at the time, so I couldn't show you it, but I have sorted this out only slightly. I've given it legs, as you can see. It's now not floating in midair, it is actually there. I've still got a little bit of work to do underneath that, but yeah, I've done that. Also, I've given this legs and so on and so forth. I've given this a little platform as well. But mostly, I have gone ahead and made a load of fences and put them around our little garden here. I made some more day blooms. I think 5 more in total, maybe 6. I'm not quite sure. Ready and waiting for something that's coming up later on. In fact, let me just take my Wander the Forest and have a look, see exactly what's in. It's not quite enough. You see, because I've been looking at a runic altar, guys, which is basically one of the things that you're going to need to create some of the stuff, and flowers that you will need for like the generational flowers and stuff like that you're going to need later on. I need a mana diamond. I haven't even managed to find an ender pearl yet. I haven't even managed to find a thing. So look at this. The amount of... Now, I don't know if this is a bug or not, but every time I mouse over it, it just disappears. It just goes all the way down like that. So I think that this is reasonable. I think that this is it. A diamond in there will get the mana diamond back out. There is a lot of power still to come from that, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. That's certainly not going to be in this episode because I really don't have the time to stand around and wait for it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, guys, is just going to go in here and I'm going to get myself situated for this episode. Okay guys, we're going to continue in the vein of Botania for just a while, and I'm going to create something that can counteract the fact that works during the day. I'm going to do something that also will work during the night. However, it's not a particularly brilliant flower, I've got to say, especially because it's half the power of that in the first place. But let's have a look at this. This is called the nightshade. The nightshade is the dark counterpart of the day bloom. As it generates mana passively in any situation the day bloom cannot, albeit at half the speed, you see what I mean? Similarly to their shining counterpart, they suffer diminishing returns from having any adjacent. Well, luckily, it's just about to get dark, actually. Now I'm going to go really quickly. I'm going to put this into peaceful because I want to show you guys this without getting bothered too much by stuffs. So, let me get my bucket. I'm going to need some grey, some purple, and some black. I'm going to actually need the petals, so if you don't mind, I will grab them off there. I will also move that over to there. I'll also move that out of the way. And then we can start crafting. I haven't brought any seeds. Did I put some in here, actually? No. I need to put a lot of seeds in there. So let me go and grab some seeds. It shouldn't be too hard. It was annoying having to jump over that gravel all the time, so I flattened it all out and put this little steps going up to it, so it's nice and easy now. Oh, look at that. Bloody billions of seeds. Millions of them. It's all because I've been using my Horn of the Wild to clear this area out, as you can probably see. It's looking pretty good now. It's looking less and less untidy by the day. So, 2 black, 1 purple, and 1 grey gives you a... Where have you gone? A nightshade, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and make some more of them. Got enough to make 4, and I want you over there actually because it's just easier that way. There you go, you see. And then last but no means least, 1 more. Brilliant. And then we'll go ahead and put that there, and I'll put my seeds in the bottom of there. Nightshades then. Let's go over and I'll show you exactly what these can do. So I've turned it to peaceful so that I'm not going to get owned by stuff. As you can see, these day blooms, you can't put them next to each other, and it's same for the nightshades. However, you can put them alternating. So like this, if I can just get my head around that one. You can put them in alternating fashion. I'm just going to go ahead and do that one. So it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. And to have 2 farms like this, it would ensure that I've got at least a little bit of mana coming through at all times, whether it's day or whether it's night, because it's getting on, guys. I mean, look, I was on this earlier on, and this, it just doesn't seem to be doing that much. So hopefully that nightshade will help things out. Now there is another type of plant what I want to have a look at in today's episode, but I haven't got somewhere to actually go ahead and I'm going to go and sleep now and then turn it back to normal. I haven't got anywhere to actually put it at the moment. I do have something in mind for it though. but I haven't got it ready yet, if that makes any sense. So I think we're just going to go ahead and do something nice on the floor so that you guys can see it. But then later on, I'm going to do a fancy building around it or do something around it so it looks good. So the nightshade. There is one other type of generation flower that doesn't require a runic altar to be able to craft. If we have a look at the ender flame, for example. Oh, mind you, no, I'll tell a lie. You can use that one as well. It will not burn anything that returns. It basically runs off lava. This one does. Examples are lava buckets. They have to be empty buckets as a They have empty buckets as a byproduct. So hang on a second. There is a small. Let's go over there. While the day bloom is all well and good, a botanist requires more effective means of generating mana, which we're at that stage right now. The ender flame does that exactly. It will absorb any combustible items or blocks dropped on the nearby vicinity, albeit only one at a time, and burn through them to passively generate mana while the fuel lasts. Oh yeah, I remember this one now. It's all coming back to me. I did it a long time ago in the Botania Spotlight. There is a small caveat though. The ender flame will not burn anything that returns a byproduct. An example are lava buckets, the bucket being the byproduct. Okay, this makes more sense. Now, this is a good example of the mana petals themselves. The red mana petal and a brown mana petal. Basically, they're different to the mystical petals because you need to lace them in mana. So you need to chuck them inside a mana pool. It's really not that much, in all honesty. It's tiny. But other than that, there is another one. If I look at the TNT, you will see here, these are runes. And most of them, all the rest of them, apart from the ender flame there, require runes. Apart from Hydroangeas. The Hydroangeas run off water, basically. While passive mana generation can be easily achieved through day blooms, different means of doing so might come in handy. The Hydroangeas will suck up any still water in a 3x3 area around it, on the same height, creating mana from it. It also seems to function faster during rain. Who'd have thought? This is a simple setup, and I like the fact that Vazki's gone ahead and put something like this in, so that people can see exactly how it works in some kind of setup. So I went ahead and I tested this particular setup. It doesn't generate like a huge amount of mana, but I think it generates just a little bit more than what day blooms do. I could be wrong by that one though. Again, this one requires mana petals though. We need blue, we need light blue, and pink. So I am going to go ahead and create some of those in today's episode. We need some light blue, and I want to be able to get myself 4 of them, so I can have one on each of the corners like it shows in that example. So I'm going to need 3 light blue petals for 1 Hydroangea. 2 for 1, so basically I'm going to need 4 of the blue flowers. If I've got any, yes I have. There's 4. So let's rip the petals off of them. So now you can see I've got 8, which is enough for the whole of the 4 of the Hydroangeas. So we need 12. 12 light blue. Which would be 6, of course. I know my maths. And of course we need, what was the other one again? Red, pink. We need 4 of those. So, 2 mystical pink flowers. And the petals that are there. So we're going to go ahead and now lace these with mana. Now, it seems a bit counterproductive because I need that mana to be able to get that mana diamond sorted, but I also need to create more power so that I get more mana coming into here anyway. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do it up there. I'm not going to do it like up in the air. What I'm going to do this one down. I don't know where to do it. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright guys, well, I've cleared out a little bit of space over here because this is where I want to put it. Now I'm going to put it around here, but then I'm also going to go ahead and fence the area off. And I'm going to have like some different farms. I'm going to flatten this area, but there's a tool I want a little bit later on. I can't get it just yet. There is another tool that will help me flatten this area quite nicely from Botania. I'm going to flatten this area out some more, and I'm going to have like different farms. I'm going to have the water one here. I'm going to maybe have an ender flame one over there that's all firing towards these mana pools. Basically, what I'm going to do is exactly what I said a few episodes ago. I'm going to have this shooting down into here, but then I'm going to have another mana spreader round about here that's going to shoot it into the centre. Now, eventually, what I want to do is have some way of... I don't know whether I'm going to do it underground or whether I'm going to go up with it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I would like to go up with it, but then I'm I'm not doing well with the day blooms. They can't see the sun then, so there's going to be a problem with that one. So it might have to be going downwards with it. In which case, things, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's get on with what I was actually going to do, which was these mystical blue ones. So I need 1 blue mana petal per hydrangea. So basically, I need 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 4 mystical blue ones and I've got 4 normal ones, which is enough to bake the 4 hydrangeas. I also need 4 light blue ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So good job that I've got enough mana to be able to do that. Let's have a look. It's only taken a little bit off, actually. It's not taken quite a lot off there. So I think I've got enough now to start making myself these hydrangeas. So let's go into this area here and make sure that I've got the stuff on my bar. Yeah, some seeds there. Sweet. That there. Now, I'm actually going to need a bigger bar for this. So let me, Let me go ahead and get rid of all of this for a second. We need 1 of them, 2 of them, 1 of them, and 1 of them. Basically. So, here we go. Oh, no, hang on a minute. I need them as well. So, 1 of you. 1 of you, 2 of you, 1, 1. And there we go, look. Hydroangeas, guys. I'm going to make the rest of these off camera and I'll be right back. So with my 4 hydroangeas now done, I can go ahead and lay these out where I want to put them. So basically it's going to be like a 3x3 area here. I want to do it close enough so that it's not going to get any diminishing mana before it gets to the thing there. So I reckon, guys, that round about right here, it might be a little bit too close. And if it is too close, guys, what I'm going to go ahead and do is, like, in between episodes at some stage, I will go ahead and start sorting these out. In fact, let me get that back up because I'll do this. I made a little bit of a water pool over here so that I can go out and make a bigger water source block area over there. Basically what these do is a 3x3 radius. They will suck up the water. They will actually suck up the source block. So having them in the corners is brilliant because a 3x3 area, it will only suck up this one and never the ones by the side of it. So it will always keep refilling itself as it just did right then. Let's go ahead and grab the wand of the forest so that you guys can see just what's in there. I could see there's a tiny little bit of mana in there. Not a great deal. There we go. Now I am going to need, guys, I'm just going to put that right there because I'm going to put my mana spreader right in the middle there and have it pointing towards that over there. I'm going to need a mana spreader. So I'm going to need some more wood in the form of actual wood. I'm also going to need to go to sleep. So let's pop and do that now. Did I ever turn it out of peaceful? I didn't. Dear me. That's not very good of me, is it? Let's go and sleep then, and we will start making the living wood for tomorrow, on the next day, so that we can spread the mana. Oh, at the moment, guys, all I'm having is positive effects. As you can see, I've got an aqua there for doing absolutely nothing. Strange whispers, which is fantastic. I mean, I love those little things, guys. It would be nice just to maybe have like a zombie spawn on me at some stage, so it's scare me after death. No, I'll tell a lie. It wouldn't be nice at all. It would not be nice at all. Have I actually got any mana blocks, living wood left? I do. And a mana spreader is a gold, just a normal petal and 6 wooden blocks. So that's fine. That's good. That is good. Now I've actually left the other ones over there, so I'm just going to grab one I've got loads of, which is this. A gold. A piece of gold, just the one. Yes, I'm wasting coal, so fire me. But it just makes it so that I've still got that ore there, because I want to start doubling ores at some stage, and Thaumcraft will definitely help me out with that. So, gold, brilliant. 1 gold, 1 mana petal, 6 living wood, mana spreader. We've got our wand of the forest, which is great. So let's go over to the hydrangeas and get them all hooked up and have them firing in towards this. I want to get, like I said, guys, I want to be able to get myself a central hub, basically where all the mana that I've got will get fired in towards this central hub of mine, and I'm hoping that it's going to be in the middle somewhere. If not in the air, it will be down. Maybe I might dig something out and do something special. Who knows? Who knows, guys? Let's go ahead and do this. You see, it's going to run out right there, which is fantastic because it means that I can just manage to squeeze that in there. Can I do that? Let's see if it actually fires properly first. Come on. Fire. You can do it. Is it not going to fire? It is aiming at it. I just want to see that mana going straight over towards there. If it will. I don't know if the thingies are actually picking it up. No, it is actually picking up. It must be just waiting for a big, you know, enough mana to be able to create a burst. I'm hoping that that's going to be the case. Any second now. Come on. You can do it. Please. I'm just waiting for this mana burst to come and it's just not happening. Oh well. Never mind. I shall unhook that now. You can see it is actually going, it's going off on one, you know. And it is getting a load of mana in there. So eventually it will create that line. And it's not being, you know, it's not, I thought it might get stuck on this block here, but it's not getting stuck on that block at all. So this looks like a pretty good farm, actually. Not too bad for the mana. Not too bad. So, what I could do in the future is have numerous different farms of these and have them all across. I might even make a platform. Just to, you know... I might actually go ahead and make the platform at the top there, so I can just have a line of them going along there. Who knows? Who knows? So that still hasn't fired. I'll come back later on to see that. I'll come back later on to see that one. Alright, guys, so that's the Hydroangeas done. Let's go and see what other trouble we can get into today. Well, in today's episode, last but no means least, we have the stuff to be able to make a silverwood wand core. I'm not sure if I've got enough to actually make the silverwood wand core, but I can certainly go ahead and find it. What I mean in terms of making it is the aspects, not necessarily the materials. I've definitely got the materials. I just need the aspects. So as you can see, wow, this one is quite a big one. And the silverwood wand core, I mean, it needs to be a big research because this is one of the highest, if not the highest tier of silverwood, of wand. So let's go ahead and do all this, and I'll be right back. Okay, that one actually took a while to figure out, guys. I need another one of them because that is the final missing piece there. Instrumentum is the one that links everything all together there, and that is the silverwood wand core, the discovery for this. Let's go ahead and find that, and then let's look and see exactly what we need. So the crafting scepters, which that is a really good thing to have because it contains more. Well, we'll get into it anyway when we find it. I'm not going to explain it right now. Silverwood wand core then. It's an arcane infusion recipe. We need a balanced shard, which is a brand new thing for 4.2. We also need an air, fire, water, earth, order, and entropy with a silverwood log in the middle and 9 of each type of these aspects. So how do we get the aspects to do what it's meant to do? How do we craft it? Well, that's going to be coming in a future episode when I show you exactly what's going to happen. But this silverwood has proved to be an excellent repository of magical energy, and one cores crafted from it can store up to 100 vis of each type. That's 100 vis of each type. That's fantastic. That's why I want one, which is brilliant. So the silverwood rod is right there, and that's how we craft it. How do we get the balance shards? Well, you can get the balance shards by chucking them in, along with 5 of these types of vis. Any of them. 5 of the primal types of vis. We'll get you the balanced vis shards. These are normal vis shards that have been alchemically infused with the 5 primal aspects they do not already possess. Oh, there you go. The result is a shard of crystal perfectly resonating with primal energy. Smelting a balanced vis shard in a furnace creates Salis Mundis. Well, that is interesting. That is interesting. Brilliant. So, there we go. We've got the silverwood wand core. We can't go ahead and make it like I told you guys, but we can, however, in future episodes go and make it once we've done our infusion stuff. And that is something that will be coming up very, very shortly indeed, because we're going to need that to get the stuff, the advanced stuff, the greater stuff within Thaumcraft. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys. If you've enjoyed this episode, please go ahead and leave a like on the video. It really does help the series, and I hope that you are enjoying it, because I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving this. And in the future, you never know, guys. I may be going ahead and doing more of these Unite series between two mods. Or I may just get to a point where I can't really do anything else with these mods anymore and just add another mod in, say blood magic or something like that. I know you guys have been keep going on about that stuff in the comments, and I'm going to listen to you guys, and it may see its way into this series. It may not. Who knows? Who knows, guys? But there's a long, long way before we get to the end of these two mods anyway. Until next time, guys, I've been the Tough Man. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, stay safe.